Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read, and today I'm going to be doing my April TBR. So during the month of March, I actually had a very big craving to read a thriller book, and I never did it because I wanted to stay consistent to my TBR. So in the month of April, I'm going to read some thrillers and I'm excited about it. But I'm going to start the month off by choosing my book from my TBR jar and seeing what we get out of here. I'm always nervous reaching my hand into this because a lot of these are like pretty big books, but I'm gonna reach in, see what we get, and then yeah, I'm crossing my fingers that it's a shorter one because I picked some other books that are a little bit larger. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, here we go. There are still so many in here. Like, I feel like it never gets shorter. Okay, I got orange this time. Okay, let's find out. And I will be reading, I think that's pronounced Manathorn's Key. So I will be right back. Okay, so I got the book off the shelf and it is Manathorn's Key, I think that's how you say it, by Simon Lindley. This is what it looks like. It's pretty interesting. I have no idea what this is going to be about. So let's read the back together and find out what this book is. Algarth Willowbrow is about to gamble everything. His once powerful order is in ruins, and he faces an unwinnable battle to save his life and his people. In a last desperate attempt, he lures his arch-nemesis deep within his keep, hoping to utilize him and reclaim a long-hidden magic, powerful enough to save the world or destroy it. Bartholomew Waxman, former derivatives broker extraordinaire, has gambled everything and lost. Bankrupt, unemployed, and divorced, his only hope for salvation is to try and rebuild his self-inflicted, shattered life. But at his first job interview, he is grabbed by a spell and thrust into the netherworld of Between. There, he is groomed to wield a power so vast that it will decide a world's fate. The land's only hope is the reluctant and unprepared Bartholomew, the wizard Algarth, whose powers are gravely in doubt, and the key of life, with its true power hidden from all. Well, that sounds pretty interesting. Sounds like it's a fantasy because there's magic and stuff involved and there's two different worlds. So I'm interested to see where this goes, and it sounds like it could be a really good book. Also, if you hear any thunder, we got a big thunderstorm going on right now. So yeah, that might happen. So I'm actually going to be reading more than one arc this month because I'm catching up on my arcs. But one that I'm really excited about is Witches Steeped in Gold. And that is by Sienna Smart, I think is how you say that name. So this book actually comes out very soon, and I was gifted this by HarperCollins, this beautiful arc. So I'm really excited to get to this. It's also a chunker for me. I mean, it's not that big for other people, but it's over 500 pages, so it's immediately a big book for me. But I'm really excited to read this one. Because it's an arc, there's not too much on the back, but I'll read what it does say for you guys. Iraya has spent her life in a cell, but she'll have her vengeance one day. Jasmine is the Doyen's daughter, but she has no intention of dying to strengthen her mother's power. Sworn enemies, these two witches enter a deadly alliance to take down a mutual threat. But revenge is a bloodly pursuit, and nothing is certain, except the lengths they will go to win this game. So that sounds really cool. I'm always down for a book with witches in it. So I'm really pumped in that aspect just to read this and see how their alliance plays out and what happens. I'm really excited about this one. And this book comes out in April, so it will be out this month. So now we get into the thrillers that I'm excited about reading, and I can't wait to have those creepy vibe books. I just really, really want to be creeped out, and I've just been really wanting to read this type of book. So I'm going to be reading Tell Me When You Feel Something by Vicki Grant. I actually got this arc from Penguin Teen. They sent it to me. So I'm really excited to read this one. The back sounds really cool, so I'm going to read it for you as well. It says, it seemed like a cool part-time program, being a simulated patient for med school students to practice on. But now, vivacious, charismatic Viv lies in a very real coma. Cell phone footage just leads to more questions. What really happened? Other kids suspect it was not an intentional overdose, but each has a reason why they can't tell the truth. Through intertwining and conflicting narratives, a twisted story unfolds of trust betrayed as we sift through the seemingly innocent events leading up to the tragic night. Perhaps simulated patients aren't the only people pretending to be something they're not. I'm like super pumped for this book. It sounds really creepy. It's got like it's a medical thriller, so that's even cool. Um, I'm like when I'm thinking of this book, I'm picturing like a dark version of Grey's Anatomy. So I'm kind of excited to see where this book takes me, and I'm really looking forward to it. Then I have an e-arc of The Cousins by Karen McManus, which is weird because that's my mom's name. So yeah, but it's not her. She's not an author. But yeah, it's just weird like saying my mom's name. Anyway, so this book is about a bunch of cousins that end up going to their, I think it's like their grandma's resort to work there for the summer, and things start happening that are like creepy, and they have to like figure out what's going on this weird island that they're on, and with this relative that they don't know much about, and just see where it goes from there. That's literally all I really know about the book, and I think it's going to be exciting because it's like a deserted island, but like also creepy relatives, creepy family. Like I don't know. I'm here for the vibes, and I'm excited to see how that book plays out. I've heard that some people think the ending is really good. I've heard that some people think the ending is really bad. So I'm intrigued to see where I fall on that list, and yeah, we'll see. Speaking of resorts, I'm also going to be reading Sunkissed. I have an e-arc of this that I was given by Penguin Teen as well, and this one is about a girl who goes with her family to this summer resort and starts up this like little summer fling romance with somebody there. Things happen. It's just honestly a really easygoing, like happy contemporary book. And so I was looking for that like little light romance to throw in with my thrillers and my heavy fantasy books. So I'm excited to read that too. And then lastly, I'm going to be reading Check Please, which is a graphic novel. This was given to me by Marcus, and I'm really excited to get to this. I've heard so many amazing things about this graphic novel and its sequel. So this is about a boy that used to be in figure skating, I believe, and then when he goes to college, he joins the hockey team, and he's just like a very bubbly, like happy person, and he also likes to bake, as you can see on the cover. So it's just kind of him like navigating being on a hockey team, being in a new school, like starting college, and being himself and navigating the life of relationships through college. And yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. I think it's going to be kind of like similar vibes to Heartstopper, and I love that graphic novel series, so I think this is going to be really fun too, and I'm really excited to read it. And those are all the books that I'm going to be reading in the month of April. Let me know if you have read any of these books already and what you thought of them, and that way I can see if like my feelings for the books match up with yours or not. We'll see. Also, let me know what you're going to be reading this month, because I'm always interested to see what other people are reading. If you're reading any of the same books as me, let me know. Maybe we could do a buddy read. That's always fun. And that's it. If you guys want to support me, I have a Patreon and a Coffee page, which I'll put in the description down below, as well as a link to buy my bookmarks. You guys know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button so you get notified when I post new videos. I post new videos on Mondays and Thursdays. And until next time, keep on reading.